Hey, good top of the morning to you whosoever's. Today's the third day of November 2019. Get ready to go to church. Get yourself out of the house. The best way I figured out how to make it to church on Sunday when I'm lazy and I want to go out is I'll change my gym days. My gym days from like Saturday and Sunday I take off to maybe Friday and Saturday I'm off, and then Sunday I go hit the gym and basically get the body pumping in the world. You know, I listen to worship music at the gym. That's pretty much a given now. It keeps me focused on the things of the Lord in my mind, at least. And I make sure I invite people during the week, so I make myself go just in case they show up. Can you imagine inviting people and they don't show up, or inviting people and they do show up and you're not there? So again, there's little things we all can do to facilitate. Another thing you could do too is don't give your offerings on Wednesday and give it on Sunday. So make sure that if you don't show up on Sunday, at least you feel guilty for not giving your tithes and offerings. So again, use every opportunity, my brothers, to get yourself out of bed. Some people only have one day off and they say, "Oh, I want to lay in bed. I gotta go to." I was taking a shower and I was drying off and I was just meditating on going to church. And then I realized that most likely, my brothers, all this heartache and all these trials and all these things will be just a distant memory when we're in eternity, living forever with the Lord and having a new, sinless, fatless body, I hope. Can you imagine? Can you imagine going to heaven and you still can gain weight? Having all that food? So I don't know. I hope you won't be able to gain weight. Just use every opportunity, again, my brothers, to facilitate the power, the strength within you. Plus, it keeps you out of sin and it keeps you focused on the Lord. I don't know. Life is hard, but it's even harder if you don't have the Lord. And if you don't make it to church, I post it online so you can have no excuse. But most people are just, I'm going to say the word, lazy. Can you imagine putting so much work into the things of the world that you never put that work that really lasted into eternity? And that's just an encouragement today. Don't let the enemy rob you. Don't let the enemy move you in a sense that you should be doing what the Lord has called you to do, and you should be using whatever time we have left, because technically, we don't know how much time we have left, knowing because we're basically heading into the end times. But some of us are end times or death or our early demise or car crash or something. And one of my older not mentors, but I looked up to him, let's be honest, mentors. He was a Cuban refugee. His name was because he died the night before last night. He died either last night or yesterday morning. But he was a Cuban guy. And what I looked up to him is, man, that guy was buff. And he was just black Cuban guy, and he just, oye, coño, cuando yo venga aquí en Estados Unidos es más comunista que en Cuba. Porque ya en Cuba, aquí tienes que pagar para todo. Manejar licencia tienes que tener. Coño, este Estados Unidos es más comunista de Cuba. Mario, ¿por qué te viniste de Cuba? Porque subió Fidel Castro y yo me alineé con los que perdieron, y ya que Castro agarró poder, yo corrí. ¿Para dónde corriste? Me corrí para Estados Unidos. Me dieron auxilio. And he used to call, and this is funny, when he retired and got his Social Security, was during President Bush. And he used to say, oh, yo quiero la presidente Bush, Papa Bush, me da dinero, me ayuda, que uno de Cuba viene, no tengo nada, dejé todo en Cuba, pero aquí en Estados Unidos. But here's the funny story. I was minister to him, and I'm you necesitas a Jesucristo, Mario. Tú crees en fantasías. And I say, God's word is not a fantasy. And I would pray, and he would give me spiritual books, espirituales books. And it's like, yo lo leo si tú lees la Biblia. No. I ministered to him a couple times, at least 20 times. And especially after he had a stroke about 10 years ago, I used to go over there. And my godfather used to always have me go take him packs of cigarettes, because that's all he did, smoke cigarettes. And, I would try to use that time to remind him about Jesus. And, hopefully he got saved, but, maybe he didn't. And I asked my dad this morning when he told me that se murió Mario. And my godfather was crying, and my aunt, and a lot of people were tearful, because he was basically family. Since I remember, since like 1981. Or 78, that far back, or even more. But my dad said that if he died seeing Jesus Christ, murió como un animal, no teniendo nada. That means he died like an animal, not having no faith. That there's some truth to that, because we don't want to die having no faith, because that's what basically an animal is, un animal. And I love the guy. The guy was cool. But remember, none of us are saved because we're good, or people love us, or we're kind, or we're a good person. The only way to be saved as anybody else is to be born again, to have redeemed by the blood of the Lamb, and to have faith in the name above all name, Jesus Christ. Get to church, guys. We all need to serve, because the end times are gaining speed. The world is going to go into a spiral, and we might not be there today or next week, but use whatever time you have to really minister and do that workmanship God has called you to do. So may the Lord bless you, be great and be strengthened. The Lord is coming. He's coming quickly.